Okay, all, what are we doing tonight? Well, old Papo Kids is going to make some country style southern green beans. So, we're going to start snapping some beans because we're behind by about 2 bags. And we're going to show them to you here. Got them over here in the bag. Now here's the green beans. And we're going to be snapping them. So stay with me. I'll show you just how to do it. Okay, boys and girls. We've got a rattlesnake pole beans fresh out of the garden. We're going to be snapping them. But we got to be careful to remove all the strings. You'll know you have them when you snap them. See if I can find one here to show you. There's a small one right there, a little big curlicue. Take that out. And there's a couple right there when we snap that end off. You don't want them. Make sure as you snap, if you get any more, just peel them off. And we're going to continue snapping beans. Now, if you pick them young enough, they shouldn't have any strings. We sort of let these go a little bit larger than normal. So let me get through snapping all these beans and we'll come back in a bit. Okay guys, I went ahead and got the green beans all snapped and stringed, and I've set out the rest of the ingredients. Now off camera I went ahead and chopped up the other ingredients too. But here's your rattlesnake pole beans. They're a green bean. We went ahead and snapped them, stringed them. Got them soaking in a little bit of water here after we've rinsed them off a couple of times. We've got 4 slices of thick cut bacon, a half of a yellow onion, 2 small cloves of garlic, finely chopped. We've got butter. We've got Slap Your Mama. Black pepper. Salt, of course. Himalayan too, pink salt. And worcheshire sauce. This is all you're going to need to put this dish together. Now while I was snapping the beans, I remembered I had some Irish white potatoes starting to go north. So, went ahead and diced up 4 of those as well. Now you don't have to have those for this recipe. I just had some that here in a few days weren't going to be usable. You can throw them in, and if you do, this nearly makes a complete meal. So we're going to get this bacon in the pot. We're going to start browning it. And we'll be back. Now I've added the bacon to the pot. I've taken a wooden straight edge spatula and broken all the pieces apart because I diced it with the 4 strips together. So they'll lay flat in here so they can start to brown. And once they get brown, you don't want them crispy, you just want them browned. When they get nice and browned, we'll come back because we're going to start adding the onions at that point. Okay, We've got the bacon in the pot. It's starting to brown nicely. So the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to dump in the onion. We're going to bring the onion over here. We have it right here. I'm just going to fold that paper plate in half. I'm going to dump it on in there. And we're going to let that onion start to brown some as well. Do not put the garlic in right now. You don't want to burn your garlic. We'll put that in right before we start dropping the green beans in here. So we'll come back when we're ready to start putting in the green beans. Okay, we're just starting to see some color on the onions. All you want to do is start seeing around the edges, get a little bit brown, and then we're going to be adding in the garlic. And we have it over here waiting. Just going to bring it over, dump it on in there. And there it is. And once you add your garlic, you want to pay close attention to this. You don't want that garlic burning. And I know it's hard to see down this pot because it's a deep pot. I have a reason for doing that. I didn't want this garlic, onions, and bacon splattering all over my stove. Use a deep pot. Don't worry about that bacon grease getting all over everything. Just a little tip there if you don't like cleaning up your whole kitchen every time you cook. So we'll give that a minute or two. And then we're going to start dumping in the green beans and everything else. Okay, we went ahead and took the pot off the stove so we give you an idea of what it looks like best we can. The onions got a little bit of browning. We went ahead and threw in the garlic. Now we're going to throw in the beans, and just in case I didn't say, this is 1.5 pounds of garden fresh rattlesnake pole beans. And then we're going to add our seasoning in real quick. Now always remember, you can add more seasoning, but you can't take it out. So what we're going to do, we're going to add in 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. Then we're going to add in 1/2 teaspoon of Slap Your Mama. Now since we're using our Himalayan pink salt and the salt grinder, that's going to be about 1/2 teaspoon too. Remember, the bacon has salt in it. Here again, you can always put more in later. Can't take it out. Now what we've got to do is cover those beans with water. Got some water here running in the sink. We'll take it over here. Start adding it to the pot. So we just cover the beans. Okay, we've added the water till we got the beans all covered up. We still got to add the worcestershire sauce. Now that's going to be 1 teaspoon to start. Here again, you can always add more in later if you want, but we can't take it out. So we're going to put in 1 teaspoonful, then we're going to get this back on the stove. Start letting her simmer. And it's going to simmer for about an hour, and then we're going to come back and check it, see how tender these beans are. Okay, we checked the beans at 30 minutes, and they were still very chewy and crisp. I'm going to have to turn off the timer here. So let's take a look at them now. We went ahead and opted to cook them for another 30 minutes before we add the potatoes. I'm just going to set that over here on the counter. Let's take a look in here. Oh yeah, they're looking nice. We can get us one out. If we can, still hold the camera. Oh, camera got all foggy. We'll let this cool a sec. Now what we're looking for is for the bean to still be nice and firm, not chewy. Well, that's perfect. Still firm. Got good bite. It's time to put in the potatoes. Okay, well, we had our potatoes sitting covered in water. Now, that's just a little tip there. If you don't want to have your potatoes get all brown on you, keep them covered up in water till you're ready to use them. Now we're going to add them to the beans. Now, like I said, you don't have to have potatoes for this recipe. I just had them. Need to be used, so I'm going to add them to it. And we're going to let this go for about another 30 minutes. And I think it'll be time then to do a taste test. We'll return. Okay, got a spoonful right here. And we're going to set it down. We're going to give it a taste. See how it all came out. Looking good. Oh, those are really good. That thick cut bacon gives it that nice bacon taste. Green beans are still firm, but not chewy. Potatoes melt in your mouth. And like I say, you don't have to use potatoes. I just had them on hand. But that is one fine pot of beans. It's going to make an excellent side dish to our dinner tonight. Now I'll go ahead and show you the whole entire dinner once we plate it up. Okay. As I said, I'll show you my dinner tonight. Now you're going to look on the right, and you're going to see Southern style green beans with potatoes, bacon, and that's what we cooked up tonight. Up there in the left-hand top corner, that's the steamed squash, onions, and garlic we did last night. And for our meat, we're having oven-baked chicken with a horseradish mustard sauce. It's going to be tasty, y'all. If you were here, I'd serve you up a plate full. Well, I do appreciate you watching. Hope it was interesting. Hope you'll return. Till next time, folks. Y'all take care. Stay safe. God bless y'all. Bye.